everybody, it's Alyssa, and today I am doing the long-awaited ear stretching 101 video. So I've been telling you guys that I've been doing this for a while, so I've been getting my research, not really research, but stuff I already knew about ear stretching, and I wrote it all down, and I'm going to teach you guys the basics and 101 of ear stretching, because I have been doing it for almost a year, half a year, a little more than half a year, so I know quite a bit about ear stretching, and I'm going to teach you guys, and hopefully it's all correct. I think it is, but yeah, so I'm also sorry about the lighting. It's thunderstorming right now, so I'm using just like a light that's hooked to my camera. So first I'll show you my ears, if it'll focus. So I'm at a 2 gauge right now, and this is the eyelets that I have in, or tunnels, whatever they're called. And yeah, that's the size I'm at right now. I am at a 2 gauge, and I really like this size. Here's that ear. I don't know if you can see it, but I really like this size. I am going up, but not anytime soon. So just letting you guys know that, because you keep asking me in my last ear stretching video, and I will be stretching, but not anytime soon. So number one, they are not called gauges. Okay, I have had so many arguments with people over this at school. They call them gauges, and you know what, it's fine if you call them gauges, I don't care, but like, don't argue with me about what they're called if you have no clue about anything with ear stretching. I had somebody argue with me for like 5 minutes about how they're called gauges, but they know nothing about ear stretching, and it just bugged the crap out of me because they're not called gauges. Gauge is the size of the tapers and the tunnels and the plugs and everything. Those are the gauge of what size they are. They're not called gauges. You're not gauging your ear, you're stretching your ears. The normal gauge size for ear piercings are a 20 or an 18. So if you go get your normal earlobes done, like these that I have, they're 18 or 20 depending on where you go. So that is the normal ear piercing size, and then it goes up from there. And it's in twos, so it goes 20, 18, 16, 14, 12, 10, 8, 6, 4, 2, 0, 00, and then it goes into inches, I believe. I will never go into inches, so I don't know too much about that, but it will go into inches and all this stuff like that. So that's how it is. The smaller the number, the bigger the size. So if you have a 20, it's an ear piercing size. If you have a 0 or a 00, it's a little bit bigger than mine. So it's not too big, but it's pretty big. So if you've watched my beginning to ear stretching video, like my journey, then you saw the kit that I got, and this is the kit that I have for stretching my ears. It's the Bod FX Body Jewelry complete kit that came with the ear stretching balm and all of these sizes that included some acrylic plugs as well. If you want to see that video, then I'll put it down below, or it should show up at the side somewhere, because that's usually what happens, but this is the kit that I used to stretch my ears this far. So in this kit, the smallest size that you get is a 14, so this is what the 14 looks like. It's very, very small, like really, really tiny. It's a little bit bigger than an ear piercing, so my cartilage piercing is a 16 gauge, and this is a 14, so this is a little bit bigger than a like normal helix piercing. So this is what the smallest size looks like, and then this is what the biggest size looks like, and this is a 00. So here's the difference between the two of those. There are different materials, and I don't know if it's considered materials or not, but like this is stainless steel. There's different, I'm just gonna say materials that are in certain tapers. These are called tapers, by the way. They're tapers, and I look this way, I'm looking in the viewfinder to make sure it's in the view, but it's bigger and it goes smaller and smaller to bigger, that's why it tapers. So this is what you use to stretch your ear. You don't use these as jewelry, you do not keep these in as jewelry. You just use these to stretch, and then you put a tunnel or a plug-in immediately after, because this will cause uneven weight distribution in your ears, and it will cause your ears to maybe mess up, so you do not want to leave these in as jewelry. So this is stainless steel. It's the silver. This is the best thing that you can use to stretch your ears. It's easy to clean, and it doesn't hold in bacteria like acrylic does. So this is what acrylic looks like. It's also known as like plastic. And this is what it looks like. If it'll focus, it's just plastic basically. And these are acrylic plugs that came with my kit. I have black and then I got white ones. And then these are not good to immediately put in your ears when you're stretching them because these hold in bacteria and they get really gross and they irritate your ears. I know some people can't even wear acrylic at all because it irritates their ears. It doesn't irritate mine, but I still don't like wearing them because they get dirty really fast. But do not put these in immediately when you're stretching your ears. Wait a couple weeks or a month and then put acrylics in, and make sure to keep them clean and wash them. But these things right here that look like little circles, these are called O-rings, and these are used to hold your plug into your ear. So this is a no flared plug, which means there's no flare on either end and you have to use O-rings on both sides to hold it in your ear. This is a single flared plug, so as you can see it flares at the end right here. And this is the type of tunnels, sorry, not plugs. These are the type of tunnels that I use immediately after I stretch my ears. So these are the ones that I thread in through it. So I will show you how that works. So these are two different sizes, but you just stretch this through your ear and slowly, and then you just put this on the other side and you just push it through like that. And then these are the tunnels that I use to stretch because it's stainless steel and it's not double flared. I will put a picture somewhere of what a double flared plug looks like. This is not recommended to wear right when you stretch your ears because it is really hard to get them in and your ears have to be really healthy and healed before you can even put a double flared plug in. So one more time, this is a taper, not worn as regular jewelry. This is a tunnel or an eyelet. I know professionals say eyelets, a lot of people say tunnels. I call them tunnels because they kind of look like a little tunnel that you like drive through, but the technical term is eyelet. So, and this is a plug because it's like a plug, it plugs your ear. Now when you stretch your ears, you have to make sure to lube your ears up as much as possible before you stretch them, because you don't want to dead stretch, I think that's what it's called, or dry stretch or something like that, because you're just going to ruin your ear and it's going to be really, there's going to cause a lot of friction and it's going to hurt your ears 10 times more. So with the kit that I got stretching balm, which looks like this, and it's just this yellow-ish, all-natural balm that you just rub your fingers in and then massage your ears. So I use that on my plugs and stuff. I just put it in there and then I just put it in. That's when I don't stretch it. But when I am stretching my ears, if you watch my stretching videos, then you know that I put vitamin E oil on the taper and then I stretch because it works tremendously. And I also massage it onto my ears before I stretch my ears as well. So just go watch my ear stretching videos and you can see that I do that. But this is vitamin E oil. It's like $6 at Walmart. It's really good for your ears. It says it's for skin health. So it really helps soften up your ears and keep them nice and clean. Now I've had this question in a lot of my videos on how to clean stretched ears. So when you first stretch your ears to a new size, you are not supposed to take your piercing or your plugs or tunnels or whatever you have in your ears. You are not supposed to take them out. So basically all you need to do is just make sure that your ears stay clean, wash them in the shower just with your plugs in, and just wash around them, make sure they stay clean. You can take the O-ring off the back and just kind of clean around that, rinse it, and then put the O-ring back on. Never take your plug immediately out because it's like freshly stretched, so you're just pulling it right back out and it's going to try to close back up. So you don't want to do that. You want to keep your plug in for, I want to say at least a month. I know most people don't wait that long. I know I have not waited that long, but you want to keep it in as long as possible. But once you do take it out, you just take out your plug, and I don't know if I really want to take mine out. I'm not going to take mine out. But you take it out and you kind of just clean your plug or whatever, like put it in some rubbing alcohol maybe, or just clean it with some soap and water. And then you can either use sea salt solution, which I have a how to clean fresh piercings video if you want to watch that. Just clean your ear with non-iodized sea salt, or take a shower and just clean it with soap and water. That's what a lot of people do. Just clean it with warm water and soap and just massage it. And then when you get out of the shower, just put your clean tunnels back in, and that's how you clean it. So yes, you can take normal tunnels out. It's just like earrings. Now this is a really big thing that has to do with ear stretching, is how long you wait in between each stretch. So if you go to a lot of my ear stretching videos, there is a lot of people that are just commenting that you have to wait this certain amount of time. There's people that have put like the charts of how long you're supposed to wait between each stretch to give me an idea and tell me what how long I need to wait. I have not waited the recommended time for each stretch. I know I have not, but my ears are really, really healthy. And if you go to my last ear stretching video, you will see them taken out and like how healthy they look. I don't have anything wrong with them really, and I have waited at least a month for each one. So the bigger the stretch, the longer time period they recommend that you wait before you stretch, because you don't want to blow out your ear. And I won't put a picture around here what a blowout looks like because it's just kind of gross, but a blowout is literally when you blow out your ear and it gets all pussy and it bleeds, and it's just really, really gross. You don't want to blow out. It will definitely just mess up your whole ear stretching cycle, so don't go so long. Like, don't be impatient and keep stretching, because you're just going to mess up your ears and it's going to take even longer to get to the size that you want. So like I said, the bigger the size, the longer time period. You can just search on Google how long should you wait between each stretch. I know the smaller sizes, it's like a month, and then the bigger sizes is 2 months and 3 months and 4 months. I did not wait that long. I went from a normal ear piercing to a 2 gauge, which is what I am now, from January to August. I went from that. So yeah, I don't want to say it's quick, but it's not quick. I've had some people at school that I know who stretched their ears who went from a normal ear piercing to my size or bigger in like a month. So I definitely have not done that at all. Half a year I went from a normal ear piercing to what I am now, and my ears are really, really healthy. And also another thing that can happen if you stretch your ears too fast is a thing called a cat butt. So if you know what a cat butt looks like, it's a circle, but it's like bumpy in the inside, like there's lumps and everything. And if you just search ear stretching cat butt, then you'll see what happens. But that's when you stretch too fast and your ear looks very unhealthy in the inside. It's not a perfect circle, it's like lumpy, and it looks like a cat butt. And that's really, really bad. I would not want that in my ears at all, especially if I want to take my plugs out. I don't want people seeing like cat butt. That'd be so gross. So that's another thing that can happen if you stretch your ears too fast. You can get a blowout and cat butt and infections, and there's probably just so many things that could happen. So other than using the taper method to stretch your ears, I recommend using tapers up to a 0 gauge or a 00, and then after that I recommend using the taping method. I've never used the taping method myself because I've only got a 2 gauge, but that is when you take, I want to say medical tape, or I don't know, you can search other YouTube videos on that because I don't want to give you the wrong information, but you take tape and you gradually wrap like 2 rounds around your tunnel like each week, and that gradually stretches your ear without forcing a taper into your ear, and it gradually goes up and stretches. That's really good for bigger sizes. You're not supposed to use a taper for any size past a 00. So I have some frequently asked questions that I get asked a lot, and I already answered some of them in this video, so hopefully you guys got your questions answered that have commented on my videos. But the questions I have not answered, or kind of just personal to me, what is my goal size? I don't know yet. It's really hard to say a goal size because once you start stretching, it's kind of addicting and you just want to keep going. I know for a fact I will not go any bigger than 00. Personally, that is not anything that I would want to do. I don't think that would look good on me and fit my personality or anything like that. I like the small sizes. I think the small sizes are really cute, and I might go to a 00 or I might stay at a 0, but I will go bigger than a 2 gauge. So it's 0 or 00, I don't know yet. The biggest question is how to convince your parents to do it. So that is a really hard question because I didn't really ask my parents, and I know that's really bad to say, but I have my own money, I have my own banking account, I already have all that stuff. So I buy stuff on Amazon myself. They don't really like see what I buy, I just buy it. And I bought the kit, not telling them, but when I got home, they opened the thing because they didn't know I ordered anything, and they were like, "Are you stretching your ears?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I'm going to a small size." You just gotta start with small things that you're gonna be in small sizes, show them the size that you're going to, or ask them what size that they want you to go to, and go from there. I just told them that I was going to go to, I told them a 6, which is really small, but I've been to a 2 and they haven't even noticed that it's any bigger. But my dad is actually really like cool with it. He asks me questions about it all the time, like what size am I at, when am I gonna buy new jewelry for it. Like, he asks me questions all the time. So my parents are really cool about it, as long as I don't go big and flashy and like my ears aren't dangling for everybody else to see. My parents don't really care. So that is all the information and questions that I'm answering for this video. If you have any more questions that you want to ask me about ear stretching, then just go ahead and comment down below. I will definitely answer your questions. I will do another Ask Alyssa video soon, so I will answer those questions in that video if you want me to, or I'll just answer in the comment section. If you have any questions about ear stretching, then don't be afraid to ask, because that's pretty much what I'm known for here on YouTube, is ear stretching and piercings, which, it's pretty cool. I like answering everybody's questions about it. So I hope this really helped you guys who want to stretch their ears or are stretching their ears and need advice. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time. Somebody must have story in my life.